Hello, everybody. Live podcasting. So you know what that means? I'm late because it's 6:01. I'm normally here at 6 p.m. And now I'm going to explain to you why I'm late. And you're going to be interested because you're bored. You've been home for 9, 10, 11 months. You have no idea what's going on outside the world. So here I am. Here I am, the outside world. I'm here to talk to you about going to hell and back for your television, okay? So fasten your seatbelts, put your chakras in the upright position, and get ready for launch. Because I'm ready to launch, man. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm sure you're not the only one who will show up today. You may hear, hey, Chris and Becky. You may hear voices in the background. Hi, Kathy. That's my daughter. My daughter, that's not my daughter. What you're hearing is a woman who's probably in India somewhere, which that's okay. I don't mind that they're in India. That was my daughter. That's my other daughter. So you hear voices. Let me explain, okay? So I'm a big fan of DirecTV. I am one of their most loyal customers. I haven't been to DirecTV. I've been with, I haven't been with Dish Network. I've been with DirecTV. I didn't go to Spectrum. I didn't go to cable. I didn't go to Uverse. I stayed with DirecTV. I am a loyal, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent kind of customer. All right. You got that? Memorize that. Are you memorizing that? Commit it to memory. All right. Let's proceed then. All right. Hi, Rose. Hi, Rachel. So here's the thing. So the last week, my TV, the quality of my direct TV has begun to diminish. There are problems. There are glitches. The sound glitches, the screen glitches, my remote glitches, right? Hi, Ann. Um, Things are glitching. So I called them last night, right? And they're supposed to walk you through it, right? And but as they walked me through it and implemented we're doing this, disconnect your box, reboot, ba ba, bing, bing, bang, bang. Worse. It got worse. So they say like, oh well, we're gonna escalate. Somebody will call you who maybe knows more than the person on the phone. Okay, I'm down with that, right? Okay, so do me a favor and close the bedroom door because I can hear her so well. So I'm telling you, it got worse. And wait, it just didn't glitch. So I had hundreds of, I don't know how many hours of recorded television on my DVR. That's a digital recorder, right? I could watch TV for the next year and never actually look at the TV. Just look at what I recorded, right? So I took a nap yesterday. I wake up and my TV says, Direct TV says, well, we're rebooting. I'm like, did I fall asleep on the remote? What's going on, right? I'm like, wow, that's weird. All right. So when I go to watch something that I've recorded, 40% of it's missing. No, 50% of it's missing. It's just not there anymore. And I don't even know which 50%. So like I said, I've talked DirecTV. They're like, we're going to help you, buddy. Be patient. No, it's worse. So today I hit a little red button on my TV says reset on my DirecTV. Well, the whole thing hit the kibosh. Now, for those of you that don't know what a kibosh is, I'm going to help you out here. A kibosh is when FUBAR, okay, fucked up beyond repair. So I've been on the phone with DirecTV for about 45 minutes now, troubleshooting, and nothing's getting better. I may be without a television tonight. That's where I'm going with this. Do you understand me? I may be without a television tonight, and that's just not right. I can do without electricity. I can do without water, but I am not going to live without my television. Oh my God, look, it's back again. Holy Jesus. Oh, oh man. Hey, Debbie. So anyways, I don't know. I told you yesterday, I'm in a place of acceptance. Okay. I am in a place of acceptance. So for those of you that have DirecTV, here's the routine. You know it already. You call them up. You say, I have a problem. They say, oh, well, we'll help you fix your problem. Oh, we couldn't help you. We're going to have to send out a technician. Oh, okay, send out a technician. Well, you don't have your insurance. You don't have an insurance plan. So it's $100. Oh, man, that's a lot of money. I've been a customer 20 years. Really? I'm like, well, yeah, Chris, go screw yourself. I ain't reading a book. I watch TV. You go read a book. All right, so let me tell you what happens, okay? So here's the deal. $99, we'll send somebody out to look at your system. But for $9.99 a month for the rest of your life, we'll come out and look at your TV again. Wait a second. If I'd have been paying $9.99 for the last 10 years, just say 10 years, forget that. That'd be a lot of money. I could have bought a system. Okay. So anyways, so now I got to pay $9.99 a month so I can get somebody to come out here while my stuff's not working. Now, I will give you $100 if you will show up here in the next hour and fix my damn TV. I'm fine with that. I'll pay the $100, but he's got to be here. He's got to be here soon. Well, girl, I'm in. Count me in. All right. So, and don't mess with my TV. So now you know the origins of tonight's music. Okay? Let's go over it. I go to hell and back for my television. So the first thing I posted, I Want My MTV. If you don't know that song, I don't know where you spent the last century. Wake the up. Okay? I want my MTV. All right? You don't know it? My daughter doesn't know it. She's young. She hasn't lived a whole century yet. And then the second song is Billy Joel, Sleeping with the Television On. I never heard of that, but I listened to it briefly. It's kind of cool. So that's how you got tonight's episode and tonight's music and tonight's topic. It's all about me. That's number one, but it's not just me. I'm bringing my heart to you. It's about me and my TV. Don't fuck with my TV. Don't give me this. You know what I'm saying? All right, I've calmed down. I'm taking a deep breath. All right. Dire Straits. Wait a minute. Oh, did they do my TV? Is that the one you said? Did they do I Want My MTV? Money for Nothing. Look at you guys. Going to town on the music. All right, go ahead with your best. Listen, I'm just going to sit here for a moment and watch you guys post comments about music. I'm the same way. When we moved down here to Florida, Kathy begged the neighbor to get me and get my TV. I was driving her crazy. You can juggle. Listen, you don't have to do much to convince me that I need entertainment, Cindy. Feel free. I'm ready to be entertained because otherwise, I don't know, homicidal, suicidal. I don't know. I'm just telling you, and the chicks for free. Thank you, Becky. You know the lyrics. Okay, my daughter doesn't even know the song. Okay, you feeling old? My daughter's 24 years old. Are you feeling old? Huh? She's almost 25. She's about 6 days away from being 25. Are y'all feeling old? Hey, Mark and Ann, how are you? Nice to see you. So listen, my TV isn't working as we speak right now. My daughter, Stacia, is on the phone with DirecTV. She had to take over because I had to come do the podcast, right? Can't be. So she took over. Every now and then, while I'm talking to you, I hear my daughter say, bop, 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 bop. In other words, what she's doing is she's reporting back to DirecTV on what's going on. And here's what's going on. Not a fucking thing, okay? There is no TV. It's bullshit. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm fine. I know some of you may think, is he overreacting? I just want to say this to you in the most calm way I can. Fuck no, I'm not overreacting. You were reading a book and all of a sudden somebody came and poked your eyes out. What would you say? Oh, go watch TV? No, no. So you're watching TV. This is what you do. This is how you live. Listen, Becky, reading is so good. You know what? People like you readers, you annoy people like me. You think reading. That's all you know how to say. Well, listen, TV. How's that, huh? Television. Listen, I was all calm. I was all calmed down. Catcher in the Rye. All right, Becky, you got me with that one. I would read Catcher in the Rye again. All right. We just got 3 books today we ordered. Okay, you know how many books I got today? You know how many books I ordered? Wait, I'll tell you what. I'm going to tell you how many books I ordered. A couple of months. 0. Zip. Okay? None. We are what's wrong with the world. Damn readers. Damn Skippy. You could meditate. Oh. These people are off the freaking wall. You can meditate. I could meditate, but excuse me, while I'm meditating, will I be able to watch my television when I've stopped meditating? Are you suggesting I meditate for the next 24 hours until this mystical repairman shows up? Huh? Play a happy song, Debbie? That's not half bad suggestion. That'll last for about 15 minutes. Oh, wait, the TV just came on. Never mind. I see that. Oh, God, help me. We went through all that shit for nothing. No, you didn't go through all that for nothing.
We got TV. That's what we got.
Play Bop by Hanson. Hanson, even I'm hipper than Hanson. Hanson, all right, before I go off on you, let me say I don't really know what Bop sounds like. So let me back up. Maybe I'll try listening to Bop by Hanson. Who even writes a song and calls it Bop? You can watch shows on your computer. There is some truth to that. I could. So let me tell you about, see, you hear the sirens? Hey, no, they're on their way, okay? 911. I ain't got no fucking TV, okay? Fire department, police department, I don't give a shit. Get over here. Fix my TV. All right. So it's a happy song. Bop is a happy song. Good. Chris happens to hate that song, by the way, Becky. You may want to turn and look to your left. Chris is sitting there. He's writing that he hates the song while you're saying it's so happy. Your daughter knows Bop. Do you guys know Bop by Hanson? No. Sorry. No, my kids are hipper than Hanson. Listen, it's not like my daughters are the coolest girls in the world. It's not like they're hipsters, all that. But I got news for you. They're hipper than Hanson. Okay. Hanson was this really young group. This like blonde, white, blue-eyed kids that pop music. Yeah, only not as hip as that.
I don't know.
He's a dumbass. Did you turn to your left, Becky, and say to him, to his face, fuck him, he's a dumbass. I'm glad for the people within your reach that your TV is back on. The only people I could reach are my daughters. What was I going to do? Oh, that would have looked good. So where was Ken tonight? Oh, he's killing his daughters because he didn't have any TV. Listen, I may be socially unskilled. I may be politically incorrect, but I know that killing your daughters because you don't have TV is not a good feature. Doesn't look good on me. Let's see what else I missed. There are magazines, yes, Ann, and I have a bunch of New York magazines I haven't read, about 5 of them. Okay.
Toilet. I'll keep you.
And so my daughters have been here for an hour and they've used the toilet. So they've identified that all the New York magazines are actually in the toilet. Okay. So, Chris, Becky told you you're a dumbass. I see. Okay. It's good to be married. So, listen, I don't know how long this TV thing will work. I got news for you. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Okay, that worked. Hold on. The exit's not working. There's this big delay.
Have a pen.
Yeah, you can have a pen. True if you want. All right. Listen, I'm not apologizing for going off on y'all. First off, I want to say this in all sincerity. I love television, okay? And I also want to say in all sincerity, fuck y'all if you don't agree with me. This whole thing about reading. If I wanted to read, you know what I could do? I could go get a library card. I could go to Barnes and Noble. I could go to Half Price Books. But do you know where I am? I'm at home. You know why I'm at home? Because I have a TV. You want to know how big my TV is? I'm going to show you. Whenever.
He doesn't have a license. Just not podcast time.
I hope you're happy, says Debbie. Joan says maybe you missed today's big news. The Cruz's wife is pretty pissed about her text being shared with the media. Well, Senator Cancun and his wife can both. This is not a good time for me to discuss Senator Cancun. I think I'm in a bad mood because it turns out my daughter just asked me about a visit from a technician. So what we have just uncovered is that while I am watching television, this is not the end of the story. Okay. Clearly, there is a flaw. There's a fly in the ointment. There's a shoe in the works. There's a problem that I'm going to have to spend $9.99 probably for the rest of my life every month so that I don't have to deal with this again. Yeah, I'm wondering why they must have some. I must be signing away my life. Otherwise, why wouldn't you always do that, right? My daughter shrewdly suggests pay for 2 months and then quit after the TV's working. And I'm seriously thinking that might be the path to go down. All right. So Cruz's wife, by the way, fuck the Cruzes. Hey, we don't use that kind of language here, Chris. I'm really sorry, but I'd appreciate if you keep profanity off of my fucking podcast, okay? All right? So back to the show. All right, so let's forget about the TV. Maybe I went off a little deep. Maybe I was a little extreme in my reaction. Perhaps, I'm just saying, perhaps I could pick up a book once in a while. Perhaps I could meditate. That would kill a half hour. Yeah, book might kill another hour. Go to the toilet, take a bath. What the hell? What am I going to do to get to sleep? What if the TV doesn't work when I go to sleep? Did you listen to the song? I go to sleep with my television on. White noise. We don't have any white noise. My daughter's suggesting one of the oldest recoveries in the world. Remember when TV went off and all you had was snow and noise? She seems to think you can still do that. I don't think so. Actually, they're doing a weather forecast at the moment. You know, at least I have what you call live television. That means that I can watch what is being broadcast at the moment, but I may not be able to easily access my recorded stuff. Now, I'm here to tell you, I don't want to complain. I don't want y'all to think I'm a complainer, I'm a whiner. No, I'm telling you straight up, just como se dice, man to man, mano y mano, right? That I have glitches. I have glitches, man. The sound glitches, the picture glitches, the remote glitches. This isn't cool, man. All right. So I'm handling it. I'm trying to handle it. I'm doing the best I can. You know, listen, I don't want to have to take some sort of medication to get through this. I don't want to have to take a Xanax so I can be home. You know, I mean, things happen. Power outage, right? Some people went 3 days without television. God, I felt bad for those people. AJ, some of you know AJ. She was co-host of Law and Disorder for a while. She didn't have power for 3 days. Maybe she read. Maybe I'll call AJ. What did you do for 3 days? I don't think she's big on television. I mean, listen, everybody here's got their thing. Some of you like to drink beer. If suddenly you couldn't get any beer, you'd start flipping out. Some of you like vodka. Couldn't get your vodka, you'd start freaking out. Some of you are potheads. Can't get your pot, you're going to freak out. Me, it's TV. You dig what I'm saying? I don't care about pot. I don't care about vodka or beer. I just care about television. Television, man. Understand the nature of television. You read a book. I respect that. I got a lot of respect for readers. Power to you, okay? Here's the thing about a book. A book is it's all the thoughts that somebody generates around a story, and they write that story down. They edit it over and over again, and then when they're done, somebody turns it into a book. So it gets typed up, it gets edited by professional editors, gets bound, right, and it gets sold. It's a lot of effort. Create libraries with books, right? Well, here's the thing. Think about it. A television show's the same fucking thing. Okay? What do I mean? Somebody sits down, they have a concept of a television show or a movie, a documentary. They sit down, they do everything that the author, they write it all down. They create dialogue. They say, oh, well, Debbie Sue will say, pa, 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 pa. And then Joan will say, bing, 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 bang. And then Chris will say, and Rose will say, all right, and so they write down the entire dialogue, right? And then it goes to production. And sometimes in production, they may take one scene, not edit. They may reshoot it 10 times. Why? They're trying to get it right. You understand now the parallel. They are very similar in the creativity realm, television and books. All I'm saying is I'm down with the television. I'm reading my books on the television screen.
Well, also, TV actually produces artificial dopamine in your brain versus a book doesn't do shit.
My daughter is telling me I'm producing artificial dopamine.
Yeah. That's why it's addictive. Television and electronics and stuff is because it actually produces dopamine.
Listen, I love my daughter, but I swear to God, she needs to get off of Google. Right? She's reading that Google stuff. She found out that I'm doing dopamine at night.
It was a broadcast by motivational, inspirational speech people about how to get yourself off of things. They were saying that it's the one addiction that is not regulated, like alcohol and stuff. Like little kids get addicted.
When this podcast is over, I'm going to have to interrogate my daughter and find out where she's getting off watching documentaries about television dopamine. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all see my TV? Listen. Yes, I do. My daughters have to wear a mask when they're here. That's daughter number one. Daughter number two is still talking to DirecTV. That's whacked. We've been on there for She sounds smart. Oh, little Miss Becky, I read books. I guess you'd know sounding smart, wouldn't you? Huh? Cindy, listen to your daughter. My God, you people are truly obnoxious. You know?
This guy. This is why Simon Sinek on Millionaire Generation, this is why you don't succeed. It's a whole thing about how young people have issues.
There's two different cameras, so you gotta now over here where they are. Yeah, I know. It's confusing. This is why you don't succeed by Simon Sinek on the Millennial Generation.
It's a whole video about dopamine.
It's a video about dopamine.
No, no, it's about like how millennials are different than older people. We can't succeed as easily as older people can, but older people always tell young people, oh, you're being lazy and stuff. But one of the things he discussed is about how we weren't regulated when we were young. We grew up on technology and stuff, but it gives artificial dopamine, which gets rid of your like motivation.
My daughter's doing artificial dopamine, and I've tried to tell her, stay natural, do organic. If you're going to do dopamine, don't do artificial dopamine. Do natural dopamine, right? Shoot it right into the vein. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do dopamine, don't screw around with art. Who knows what they're putting in that artificial dopamine, right? Y'all know anything about dopamine? No, you don't. So let's not have any opinions about whether she should do natural dopamine or artificial dopamine.
But that's why people don't have passions anymore and stuff. So they say all successful people are people who cut out stuff like that or limit their use of technology and stuff because their brain, in order to be able to be creative and stuff.
She's explaining dopamine to me.
Yeah, in order to be creative, you have to get rid of all your addiction to the artificial dopamine, like from TV and stuff, in order to produce actual dopamine through like exercise.
She's telling me to cut my ties with the television. That's what she's doing it the long way around. She's explaining to me how the millennials are so screwed up because they're artificially intellectualized by the television and by the computers. But I'm not artificially intellectualized, okay? I'm straight up out here. I'm doing the natural dopamine. Ain't nothing artificial about me. What happened?
They're coming tomorrow noon to 4.
Tomorrow I won't be here noon to 4. Well, I know, but ask Austin if he'll be here.
It's your problem.
Ask Austin if he's gonna be here noon to 4.
He's not here.
He's not here?
He went to a friend's house.
Hey Ken, long time no see. Miss being here. Well, hi Sarah.
Except tomorrow.
I've given up TV. I don't want to hear talk like that, Debbie. That's, let's not have that kind of talk. Cindy, she loves learning, a curious mind. Come on, you guys. You're trying to get in good with because they're younger. You're trying to like pat them on the head, like they're cats. Okay? My daughter's not cats. You don't have to pat them behind the ears. You don't have to choke them underneath the neck. Okay? You have to say nice things so they'll go, oh. No, none of that's necessary. Curious minds want to know what, Kathy? You want to know that I now have an appointment I can't keep? You want to know that the guy's going to come fix my TV, but I'm not going to be here? Do you want to know? Because I'll be happy to tell you about that. I'm not excited. I'm not agitated. Yes, she asked me, when would it be a nice time for an appointment? I said, anytime. I'm always here. Okay? I was wrong. I'll call them. I'll get it straightened out. No help from you guys. Clearly, you don't give a shit that I don't have any television. Well, I have some, but not enough. I need it all. Don't you people understand? Don't you understand it's not enough to watch TV live? You know why? You want to know the first reason why? Because you got to watch the freaking commercials. All right? I don't watch commercials. I watch digitally recorded television. And you know why I do that? Because I can just hit a button and fast forward through the commercials. You're condemning me with your attitude. You are condemning me to watching commercials or reading. Either one is hell on earth, okay? So please, if you want to be helpful, give me some suggestions that are truly helpful, like how to get my freaking TV back now without being here between 12 and 4 tomorrow. If you're not prepared to do that, I don't know what to say to you. No, Cindy, don't worry about it. Thank you. Thank you. I'll figure this out. I'll work it out somehow. I'm not sure how. It's my fault. I got myself in this. I can get out. Fast forward is the best. Thank you, Chris. Chris understands. Without fast forward, what are we as a society without fast forward? What are we without a society without going in reverse, frame by frame? Who are we really if we don't understand the gift the gods have given to us of fast forward and reverse, skipping through commercials? Do you think the gods laid this at our feet for us to ignore? Clearly not. This is far too important. Was a discovery. This was an invention that modified everything. Do you know what time shifting is, people? Do you know what that means? Do you understand the nature of direct TV, dish TV, satellite TV? Because if you understand, if you have the brain to wrap your mind around this, to grasp the gift that we've been given, this technological breakthrough, then my God, then you know why I'm upset. You're also freaking out because of the remote.
Stacia said, you know what's better?
You know what's better than fast forward?
What?
No commercials at all.
No commercials. I don't know where that is.
Netflix.
Becky says you have Netflix, CBS, All Access. This is an excellent lesson in acceptance. Listen to these people. They're just, pap, pap. That's what you give me, little pap, okay? Why don't you just pep me behind the ear and underneath my chin? I'm not a cat either, And I'm not freaking out. I resent. What I'm doing is I'm processing, and I'm doing it. I'm processing publicly for you. Okay, what in God's name? Oh, do you want to reschedule what? AT&T. Look at what they're asking me.
Yeah.
It all started with instant replay. Neanderthals made the supreme sacrifice for Ken to have TV. Now we're getting to where we need to be. Becky and Chris have started the process of being truly empathic about the dilemma, the predicament that I'm in. Thank you. Yes, Becky, I did ask for suggestions, and Netflix is not a bad suggestion. Okay. Listen. I processed that, and you were doing it simultaneously while my daughter was doing it. But I got to tell you, Netflix is not as good as DirecTV. But don't worry about it. Now you're working with me. See, Becky's made the observation about Neanderthals making the supreme sacrifice for me to have TV. Now, okay, this is good stuff. Now you're nurturing me. Now you're feeding me intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually the stuff that I need in order to survive until the freaking technician gets here and fixes this. That's what I'm asking you people to do. You're our community. You're my community. You're my connection. You people are important to this survival of this incident. This is what we call an event. Sometimes it's referred to as a catastrophe. And when a catastrophe strikes, we as a community, we rally around the victims. And as we rally around the victims, we nurture them, we shelter them, we comfort them. That's what we are going to do, right? Cro-Magnon man would have given away a mammoth to watch TV with you. I don't know if they'd go that far, but I think you might be onto something, Becky. I think if the Cro-Magnon man knew how fascinating television would become, because back in the Cro-Magnon, they didn't even have color. They didn't have color TV, okay? The Cro-Magnon man doesn't even know what it's like to have, remember, I still have a DVD player for emergencies. I have a DVD player, but I don't know how to hook it up anymore. It's been too long. But you know what? even bringing up a DVD player at a time like this. This is productive. This is the type of brainstorming that friends do with each other when there's a crisis. Okay. Um, you're welcome, Sarah. I am an open book. You know, I put it out there, and when you put it out there, you get good back. Like use Netflix in case of emergency. That's helpful. Okay. Um, you know, I guess we just had to get through the initial insanity of read a book, meditate, those kinds of things. Those weren't helpful. Okay. But this DVD, you know, Cro-Mag only has black and white, right? I mean, listen, Becky's brought up a point. Listen, go to any caves that were occupied by the Cro-Magnon. And I'm going to suggest this and prove me wrong. All their cave scrawls were in black and white. Okay? They were in color.
They used like red, like that they made from like stones and stuff.
Goddamn kid knows too much. I swear to God, she's telling me now they had colors. What are the odds that my daughter would know anything about Cro-Magnums, much less the colors they used? This is what happens when you raise children. For those of you that are still raising children, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Suddenly your daughter's going to turn 25 in 6 days, and all of a sudden she's disagreeing with you. Oh my God, they pulled it up on Google. Can you believe that red okra? Oh my God, why don't you all just pummel me now?
They use with flowers. You crush flowers.
I'm really taken aback. You would think that my daughters would have shown some empathy.
That's what you get for reading a book.
I swear to God, you know what they need to do with Google? Flush it down the toilet. I'm going to tell you that now because I don't win any arguments anymore. I used to be stellar. The Flintstones. Right on, Chris. Java Man was in color. What's Java Man? Do you know what that means? I don't know what Java Man means. Red okra. Yes, Sarah. When you give, you should be of service to others. Sarah's highlighting an element. Look, you see this? I want to tell you, I didn't get to take a shower. I walked 7 miles today, and I didn't get to take a shower. This is what happens when you let them have the internet. Okay? Okay? I didn't even have time to take. I got back, and my daughter's here. I like talking with my daughter. We talk. TV's on, and we see that what's his name, the golfer, the kid, Tiger. Tiger was in a bad accident, so everything's going fine. I'm talking to my daughters. I don't really. TV's on in the background, right? So we decide to listen, see what happened to Tiger, because his car is upside down at the bottom of the hill, right? And so we turn up the sound, and I can hear it glitching. I can hear it. Words are missing. The screen is stopping. Thus started the avalanche, an avalanche of bad news. Oh, I'm going to reset the TV. Maybe that'll help. Oh, we'll call DirecTV. Maybe that'll help. Listen, the Java was after Cro-Magnon. You must have the internet also. All right, that's fine. Y'all go ahead and use the internet. I'm podcasting. I can't use the internet right now. Now I know that sounds like a how do you say paradox that I am podcasting using the internet while simultaneously telling you I can't go to the internet because I'm podcasting. So for those of you that are using your Google to humiliate me, to embarrass me like my daughters are, goody, goody, goody for you, okay? Me, I'm doing something serious. I'm giving to people, right? Like Sarah pointed out, I'm putting it out there, man. I didn't put it out there for you people to slap me around with the back of your hand. No, no. If you can't be nurturing, please just go back to what you were doing before. History class. Oh, you remember this from history class, Rachel? Okay, okay. Is it all the TV or just the one in your room? Oh, so we have two TVs that are functional, Chris. Thank you for asking. So I never used the other one. So we went to look. So what's the status of the TV in the living room?
It's working like this one.
So now they both work, but the one wouldn't work without the other. They're apparently a network, Chris. So there are two functional TVs, and now they're semi-working. But whatever my daughter and I will get more information after the end of this podcast in about 5 minutes. I will find out more about what DirecTV said. How are they proceeding? What do they discern is the difficulty? Here's what they're going to tell me eventually. They're going to tell me I need to replace my receiver. And here's the problem. Whether it's $100 or $500, they're going to tell you you cannot take your your recorded videos with you. You lose all the recordings you made when you agree to install a new unit, a new receiver. Now, look me in the eye, okay, and tell me, do you think that after hitting the record button maybe 150 times, that do I seem like I am psychologically, emotionally, or spiritually well enough to just walk away from 100 hours of recorded TV?
Like the
Things
dog.
I thought were important enough to record?
Semen dog.
Who?
Like a semen dog.
Nothing is perfect.
So my daughter's giving me, you want to find out what's going on?
Yes, yes, yes.
So my daughter's giving me a lesson in Buddhism. All things are impermanent, including your recordings. She happens to be right, which only makes me more pissed off. But she happens to be right. All things are impermanent, including recordings, including my receiver box, including me. It's time to do metta and sign off. Listen, I said this the other day, so please listen carefully before we do metta. I told you, I think it was yesterday, that when I was young, I recorded hundreds of hours onto cassette tape of music that I wanted. I told you I put it in my car and I went to California. I was in San Francisco. I went for a walk in Golden Gate Park down by the ocean. When I came back, my Toyota hatchback had been broken into, or no, maybe it was not my Toyota hatchback, excuse me. It was my Cutlass Supreme had been broken into, and my tapes were gone. And it hurt because that was a lot of effort. Now, just so you know, I'm not out of my mind. I know that these 100 hours, 200 hours, whatever it is that I'm about to lose, I didn't exactly sit at the TV for 200 hours recording. Not quite the same thing. But here is what is the same thing: the loss, the recognition of impermanence, the physiological manifestations when one is confronted with the harsh reality that all things are impermanent and one must practice acceptance. Yeah. All right. Bring your hands together before your hearts. Bow your heads. Close your eyes. Do this. Do this. Even I. Okay? Take a deep breath. Relax. May I be happy, healthy, and free from harm. May I be free from anger, anxiety, and fear. And may this practice lead me to greater peace and comfort. May my mother and father, all my family, even my daughters and all my friends, be happy, be healthy, be free from harm. May they too find the path that leads them to a place of greater peace and comfort. To those persons I resent or harbor any ill will towards, in this moment I release them if only for the moment, so that they too may be the recipient of my metta.
Central.
May they be happy, healthy, and free from harm. May they be enjoying lives filled with joy and peace. And then to all living beings, humans and non-humans, wherever they may be the recipient of our collective goodwill. May all living beings be happy, healthy, free from harm, living their lives in safety, comfort, and ease. Alex threw in not Trump, but I want to tell you that even Trump, if only for 1 second, gets to be the beneficiary of my goodwill. 10 seconds later, he's a piece of crap. But for 1 second or 2 seconds, he's allowed to be the recipient of metta. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Kathy. Mark, I have some TV. I don't know how much. I'm about to find out. Um, I'm gonna interrogate my daughters on the status of my television. And yes, Joan, it will get better. Thank you. Thank you all. Um, this was just what I needed today, says Chris. Well, then your life is in it. Your life is in the toilet, isn't it? All right, Debbie, thank you. And thank you. Mark, my daughter should come around more often. To what? Aggravate me? Well, I'm unclear, Mark. Feel free to let me know what exactly you would think would be the benefit of somebody continually kicking me in my emotional stomach. Okay? You're welcome, Anne. Thank you, Becky. It really was the best show ever. Chris, talk to you tomorrow. Rose, and Ann, and both Anns, Mark, Chris, and Becky, um, Rose, Rachel. I'm just running off Sarah. I hope Sarah stuck around, and Joan, and I hope you all were still here when this thing came crashing to a conclusion. To a conclusion, not just crashing to a conclusion. All right, Debbie, Rose, peace out. They can teach me. My daughters can teach me. Wait a minute, who taught them? They're going to teach me what I taught them? There's a dilemma, Mark. Maybe we'll take that one up tomorrow. How do you teach the teacher?
I went and be